Breaking news, you are looking live at a picture from the U.S. House of Representatives. Right now, there is a vote underway to move forward on President Trump's big, beautiful bill. The vote happening now is actually about a rule that would allow the key main vote to happen. 5 Republicans have already voted against it. Republicans can only lose 3. House Speaker Mike Johnson has kept the vote open for hours, trying to sway some of those holdouts. It's already the longest vote in the history of the House. Sydney Kamlager-Dove is a Democratic member of the House who represents L.A. and Culver City. She joins us live from Capitol Hill, where it's after 1 in the morning. So, Congressmember, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Alex. It's always good to see you.
So, take us behind the scenes. What's happening right now?
In 2 words, chaos and denial. We were brought back to Washington, D.C. Because this bill passed out of the Senate with $1 trillion now in cuts to Medicaid, which is going to completely hemorrhage our economy and force us to lose jobs, as well as kick people off of health care. We then had to go into the Rules Committee to debate it in the Rules Committee. So I was there at 11 o'clock last night. We showed up at 9 o'clock in the morning on the floor to start this process, and it sort of stalled out at 9 o'clock. We came back tonight to start to vote on this rule to see if we could then vote on the final bill, and we are stuck. They are 10 votes shy of getting this passed so that they can vote on the final passage. So we are in a waiting game, and we are told that we're probably going to be waiting for about 2 to 3 hours.
Do you think at the end of that 2 and 3 hours that somehow they convince these last holdouts to do it?
Well, the reason why they're holding out is because they know that this package is going to hurt our economy, it's going to hurt jobs, and it's going to kick 17 million people off of Medicaid. California has 7 of the 10 highest Medicaid enrollee districts in the country, and the #1 district is in David Valadao's district. So I hope that folks show some constitution and listen to their constituents and not vote on this bill. We have heard from Senator Tillis, we have heard from governors, we have heard from hospitals who have said this is going to hurt the economy, this is going to cut jobs, and millions of people will be cut from Medicaid. 2.3 million will be cut from California.
David Valadao represents the Central California, Bakersfield area. But you said you hope, but do you think at the end of the day that they get the votes?
So we do know that all throughout the day, folks have been shuttling back and forth to the White House, probably hearing Donald Trump's pitch of what he's going to do for them, or how he's going to help them, or maybe how he's going to hurt them. But remember, the last Trump 1.0, David Valadao voted for these Trump tax cuts, and then he got booted out of office. So I do hope folks are thinking back to what happened the last go round. I also want to say they've been talking about in this bill, it's got no tax on tips or overtime or Social Security, and that's also not true. It's a deduction. It's not a no tax. You can deduct, but only a very small amount. So we know at the end of the day, for working families who really depend on overtime or who depend on tips, they are not going to get the kind of tax break that they're being told, by this administration.
So you're planning on staying up all night?
I have to, because I have to fight for my constituents.
Yeah.
410,000 folks in my district are on Medicaid.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to follow along what happens. Thanks so much for sharing some of that night with us. Speaker Pelosi, when she was Speaker, had a rule: you never call a vote if you don't have the votes. Speaker Johnson may have broken that rule tonight. We'll see.
I think he forgot that lesson.
It's almost like him and Nancy Pelosi are not especially close. All right, Sydney Kamlager-Dove, thanks so much for joining us tonight.